to another YouTube video. Now in today's video I'm going to be feeding all of my animals, and I am so sorry for the long delay of YouTube videos. I've been so busy, I've had so many exams to get into new schools, but hopefully everything should be back to normal, and we're about to go into the Christmas holidays, so I'll be able to post lots of them there. However, I'm not really sure what I'm going to post, but please comment down below if you want me to maybe go on like a winter adventure to find some animals, because I mean most animals have gone away and hibernated, which is kind of annoying. Or maybe to do some on our chickens, or ducks, or big tortoises might be cool. Maybe even metal detecting, so like finding cool items and things. So just comment down below which one of those you would like to do, and also please comment some questions you would like to ask me. Example, so what's your favourite animal, and don't ask me what's your favourite pet because I love them all equally, but maybe what's your favourite colour, what's your favourite food, or maybe even a question about my animals. So I know I've already got one, which is, why doesn't Seb have eyelids? And I will answer that when I get 100 subscribers. So please comment down below, and let's get into the video. Right, so first off, I'm going to be feeding Spud, my Cranwell's horned frog, otherwise known as a Pac-Man frog. So Cranwell's Pac-Man frog, and Spud eats mice and crickets. So it's mice on Wednesday, but when I upload this video, it'll probably be like Friday or Saturday or something. And I've got to dip this mouse in this calcium. So it's literally just calcium, designed for like kind of like protein things. So I literally just get the calcium, get the mouse, kind of dip it in there, and you don't really want to put too much on, and you especially don't want to drop it in there like me, because otherwise they don't really like it, from my experience. He like bites it and then he like lets go. He really doesn't like it when there's too much on. Let's try and feed this to him. Please don't eat the blue snake tongs. Oh, yep, okay. That's a typical. I'm gonna scoot my hands back. Oh, whoops, I dropped it. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh dear. Everything's okay. Oh, well, anyways, he has it, which is the main part. Nothing broke. I actually have a glass on my desk here, so thank goodness that didn't break. My spray bottle fell down. That's fine. But basically he just eats like that. And these guys do have teeth, so I really don't want to get bitten by him. They're not like normal frogs. And then also, another thing that they use to eat, so another kind of weapon of theirs, is they have a very sicky tongue, so a bit like a chameleon. They kind of like shoot it out. You might have seen a bit from that video, but they shoot it out and like kind of reel it in. It's quite cool. And one time when I was feeding him, he even kind of climbed up onto the side here and kind of held there for like 3 seconds with his tongue out. Next up, I'm feeding Scampy, my Kenyan sandboa, and these guys have fangs. And I thought I would mention what mice I'm feeding Spud and Scampy. So these are just fuzzy mice. So these are the size up from pinkies, which are the little babies. And you might just about be able to see Scampy just by that coconut over there. Kind of put the light on him, a spotlight. So once again, this has also been dipped in the calcium. I've already done it, and I thought it would be quite boring showing you guys the whole process again of dipping it in, because there's not much to it. Now, Scampy doesn't often bite me. He has actually bitten me once, but it was completely my fault for holding the mouse by its tail, and also it did not hurt at all. I think he's kind of sent it. I saw him move a bit. Oh my gosh. Well, he actually just ripped off half of that. He literally bit it and just left the this other half. And he's actually gone into his constricting position because Kenny and Sam boas, as it says in the name, the boas, and what boas and pythons do this as well. They constrict their prey. But they can't. They're not much of a harm to humans. They're no big threat to us. But that's pretty much it for Scampy. And one last thing about feeding is if your snake and this is the same with tarantulas have just shed, you should wait for about 2 weeks until considering feeding them again, because otherwise the skins and like the kind of insides, well, I don't really know if it's insides, and I don't think it is, but their insides haven't formed properly, or the skin, and so it can actually damage them. But anyways, next up we are going to be feeding Sid. Right, so next up we have Sid, and most of you hopefully have seen Sid's setup. It's quite basic, but Sid just eats these crickets, which I get from my local kind of pet area, I guess, called Pets at Home. And if you live in England or the UK, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But then I think if you're in America, let's put that there. And this cricket, oh, there goes my bottle. Come on, Sid. Oh, and there it goes. Wow, that was amazing. I just feed Sid about 2 or 3 crickets a week. And spiders have fangs, I'm sure quite a few of you know that. And they do have poison in them, they are poisonous. And I've put the light on. But when they bite you, it's no worse than like a bee sting. He's actually acting very creepy right now with his legs. Lastly, I'm going to be feeding Seb, my crested gecko, and just wanted to say, as you can see in the background here, I have lots of pictures. These all come from National Geographic, from the magazine, and I thought I would tell you guys that if you start getting the magazine, they come once a month, and they're super cool, lots of fun stuff in them, like prizes, and then they have small quizzes, and plus these posters which you can put around your room. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by National Geographic, however, I really wish it was. Anyways, let's get on to feeding him. So the things I'm going to be using to feed him today is a banana, like a bit of a mango, some calcium, some wax worms, a bowl, like a feeding dish, and knife and fork. So today I'm giving him quite a big treat with the mango and the with the banana and the mango. But normally I just give them banana. However, you don't want to give them a varied diet, so like not just mango and waxworms or banana and waxworms every single week. But it's like you feed them about 3 times a week. So what I normally do is I normally do fruit and waxworms on Wednesdays, and then on Mondays I do just waxworms, and Friday I do waxworms. And just waxworms. But then sometimes I be nice, well not really nice, but sometimes I go a little bit off that and I give them some more banana or mangoes. It all kind of varies around a bit. So first I'm going to start off with this bit of a mango. I may or may not have eaten the other bit. So I'm simply just going to kind of cut here. It's kind of turning into a bit of a cooking video. And I've just placed it in that. I get one more small bit, and anything that's left I'm eating because I absolutely love mangoes. And comment down below if you also love mangoes. And also another thing you can comment down below is some questions for when I get 100 subscribers. Me and Eddie are going to be doing a Q&A, or hopefully Eddie will be there to do it. So be sure to comment some questions, and they can be any questions, maybe some about my pets. I know I've already got one on Instagram. You can also comment on Instagram. Which is nifty.nestor. But questions like, what's your favourite colour? Who's your favourite YouTuber? What's your favourite animal? All those kind of questions. Or, yeah, just things like that. So kind of just random generals, but just random questions. Oh, and I dropped it. Oh, this would happen. There we go. And so now I have lots of mango pieces in here. I'm going to grab my fork, and for this, I'm just going to kind of mush them all about because when they eat, they actually kind of like lick it. I've never, well, like sometimes they bite it, but mostly I see my crested gecko lick the banana. I wonder if he'll do something differently for mango. But he might not even eat this mango. But I've been told that mangoes are good, and they do like mangoes. Another good fruit other than bananas and mangoes are watermelons. They're also good, so I would just stick with those three fruits. But I'm kind of just turning this into a big, nice, well, not really nice, but nice for Seb mush. Which just makes it easier for him to eat, because, I mean, they don't have the biggest of all mouths. Unlike Spud, who has an absolutely ginormous mouth. And so, now that I've done this, and I've mushed up the mango, I'm going to grab my calcium, and I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger, so I'm literally just going to sit this in. My finger's like kind of coated now, and I'm just going to sprinkle it like this, all around a bit, and then I've got like this much left now. I'll just tap it and kind of scrape it off. And so now you might just about be able to see some white dots. So I'm just going to kind of mix all of that in. And they need calcium because it generally kind of helps with everything, to be honest. And the main thing that calcium helps with are bones. So like they help with strength of bones. And so now you can't really see the dust anymore because I've mixed it all in. So now I'm going to put my fork down and I'm going to grab the banana. I'm going to open the banana. And I'm just going to cut a tiny bit off, not too much. It doesn't matter if it's got black, but this is one gross banana. But I'm just going to leave out the black anyways. So I'm just going to literally exactly what I needed. Banana, putting it here. Knife. I'm just going to cut and cut a tiny bit more. So I literally have 2 pieces of banana, which I'm also going to mash up with my fork. And also with the banana, I'm also going to put some calcium in. Anyways, so I've literally, once again, just poured a bit of the calcium. You can actually just about see it there, the little white stuff right there. And so I'm just going to mix that in. It's all mushy for Seb. And I've kind of divided up the mango and the banana. I don't really want to mix them. Lastly, I'm going to grab these wax worms. Literally just going to take the lid off. This is very disgusting, so if you don't like getting your hands very disgusting, I guess, then you can simply use tweezers. And wax worms kind of just look like this. Kind of just big fat worms that kind of wiggle around. But then they turn into cocoons. They turn into, I'm not actually sure what the fly thingy name is called. Probably gonna be like a wax fly or something. But anyways, I'm sidetracking like usual. But even when they do turn into whatever fly it is, we'll just call them wax flies, you can still feed them to your crested gecko. So I think I'm actually going to put 2 in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Literally just put 2 in, right there. And normally I would dust them, but because I've already dusted the mango and the banana with the calcium, I'm not going to do these guys because I don't want to do too much. So literally just like this, mango, banana, wax worms. So here's a 3-way choice. And if you don't see your crested gecko feeding at once, that's going to be because they are nocturnal. So if you like turn down the temperature, or like when it gets night and the temperature goes down and the light goes down, you might be able to like see him kind of go around the enclosure and be much more active, and then go down and start licking, because that's what I've seen him do. So peace out.